I absolutely love American muscle cars, especially the Dodge Challenger, or the Hellcat as it's known, which is why I could not say no when Best Buy Boxes said they wanted to send me one for review. This is the Fayee FQD 10. Presentation wise, the packaging leaves a little bit to be desired. I mean, it's pretty bland. There's just illustration of the product, a small Fayee logo here, and FQD 10 with a picture. Some normal warnings, a little bit specifications regarding the car, and that's pretty much it. Is what you get inside. You get some of these plastic cones to make your own drift track, a set of spare plastic drift wheels, a USB charger, a small Phillips screwdriver, 2 of these 2-cell LiPo batteries, radio transmitter, pretty decent actually, there's even a foam grip on there, throttle trim, steering trim. This one controls your gyro rate, on-off button and lighting control. An instruction sheet which is both in Chinese and in English. And it's pretty clear as well. I actually read this one, it took me a whole minute, but I actually read this instruction sheet this time. This small plastic knobbly piece, which I had no idea what it was until I realized there's a hole on the radio and that should go in there. And of course, you get the actual car. Now, black on black, it looks wickedly cool. Now this is 1/20th scale, and when you first look at it, it has your basic details on like windscreen wipers, the fin here, wing mirrors which are made of rubber, you got headlights, front grille, rear light, and it's black on black. The windows are matte finish while the rest of the body is gloss. But here's the thing, it's hard plastic body, so if you don't like black, you could potentially take the body off and repaint it. And if you're going to use the Tamiya spray cans, remember for a hard body to use the TS type paints rather than the PS type paints, which is for polycarbonate. Probably be wise to put a base coat on first as well. Looking more closely at the car when you flip it underside, you may think, wow, that is a terrible toy grade piece of rubbish. There's a screw holding in the battery tray on the battery cover. It even has this old scoop dial type steering adjustment switch here. There is a steering trim on the radio transmitter and that does work. You can tell by the wheels I've had a quick go on it, so I think give it a go. Don't leave the video yet, it might actually be quite good. I did have a quick look inside the body. I did take the body off. Inside you will find a small brushed motor similar to those from the Tamiya 4x4 track racers. There's a small micro servo inside, and this is basically your ESC receiver control panel all in one, this circuit board right here. You could potentially find parts for this quite easily. Let me just show you some of the features of this car. Once you turn it on, immediately you get assaulted with these very, very bright, flashy under chassis lights. You can turn them off, by the way. There is a light button on the radio which you can press once and it alternates between the different colors. Press again, does this kind of strobe. Press it again and again. To turn it off, you just keep the light switch pressed down and they turn off. So with the headlights, you can do this, move the steering wheel twice to the right. It does that. Do it again. It puts it back into normal mode. To the right 3 times. It turns it off. And to the right 3 times again. And the white lights come back on. If you turn it to the left twice, the red lights start flashing. Left twice again, it stops them flashing, and turn the wheel 3 times to the left, it turns the red lights off. Now, as always, with these type of cars, there is a brake light. You'll be happy to know there is no indicators or turning signals on this. This little thing is 4x4, 4-wheel drive. Now, I did mention in previous videos that the best drift cars are actually rear-wheel drive. You can see if I move the rear wheel, the front wheel moves along with it. 4-wheel drive does have a gyro. There is a gyro, and there is a gyro gain switch on the radio transmitter. You're not getting a lot of steering range on the front wheels either, but how does it drift? Let me show you. Alright guys, so what I've done here is I've made myself a little makeshift track with some masking tape and some wire. Let's see if we can get around this track and see how well it drifts. You can see it drifts pretty well, right? Oops, lost control. But as you can see, pretty much controllable. A bit noisy in here, sorry about the echo, and the gyro does get control of the car pretty well for you. Pretty good little drifter. Like I said, and on a full battery it drifts really, really well. You can see the gyro doing its thing, what it's meant to do there. I'm not the best of drifters, so if there are any pro drifters out there watching this and you want to call me rubbish, go ahead, call me the worst drifter in the world in the comments. You'd probably be right. I think I've got the hang of it. For the price, I would say, you know, for an unknown brand, unknown model, it looks good, it drives well, lots of features, has a gyro, works like it's supposed to. Under 60 bucks guys, if you want to know the price. Can't remember the exact price, but definitely under 60 bucks. I mean, 60 US dollars for something like this, I think it's a steal. Don't know what you're waiting for, you should go for it. Unless of course you don't like drifting. Like I said guys, I'm not the best drifter in the world. Even with a beginner drifter like myself, pretty easy. I think I've triggered the flashing lights by accident. Or it might be a low battery warning actually. Yeah, it's a low battery warning, so I think that's it guys. Like I said earlier in the video, it's pretty good, give it a chance. I really like this one. That's about it from this Fayee FQD 10 1/20th scale drift car. Dodge Challenger Hellcat, looks beautiful. What do you think guys? Well, I pretty much really enjoyed it. I mean, this is probably one of the best budget drift cars I've actually tested. Does it drift? Well, yes it does. More of a power slide still, but still really good fun. And for the price range, this is quite a good steal. You could buy this for your mates, you know, for your family members as a present, just buy it for yourself as a cheap fix. Pretty much recommended. And if you want to buy this, this is available on Best Buy boxes. The link is down below. As usual, if you did like this video, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. In the meanwhile, please feel free to enjoy one of these.